Okay, so I parked at the library and then walked from there to the beach. So I'm starting at the beach and then walking back to my car. It takes about 8 minutes. It's just a straight shot down Lahan. It's an avenue. It's probably the main drag. Okay, a lot of businesses is on it. And this isn't a very large city. It's more of a village. All the other streets are pretty much residential and stuff. This is probably the main drag. There's a bathroom not far. I find it interesting. They don't have a door on it. There's also a bathroom further down the road, closer to the library, that also does not have a door on it, so they can't lock it. And they automated it too with the automatic lights and flushers and stuff. So I guess those are open year-round. Closer to the beach, there's a lot of no parking signs. Don't park here. This is strictly for particular residents or business customers. And then those signs kind of let up when you get further away from the beach. So to be safe, you want to park away from the beach. And in fact, there's this designated public parking that's not too far from the library on the other side of the avenue, Lenestar, or whatever the name of the street is. That's part of the bus route, so I guess they designated this parking for the people who take the bus. You just park and take the bus type of thing, which is kind of neat. So I guess it's more of a long-term parking. Don't know the rules about all that yet. I don't know if you had to sleep in your car. I don't know if they allow that or not. But there's a lot of small shops, no big box stores, no restaurants. Everything is like privately owned or something. No franchises. It's all just individuals who own whatever businesses, artistic stuff. There's a clay shop across the street from the library, which is interesting. Oh yeah, that guy, the apothecary guy, I don't understand. Like, he's doing some weird stuff. It looks like he's maybe a plastic surgeon, some kind of alternative plastic surgeon guy. There's a grocery store on this street, and the cost of milk is about $4.25 a gallon. So it's gone up. Everything, all the prices are higher in this small village. Okay, it's not at all like Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer, you pay $3. This is $4.25, so it's gonna hurt poorer people. This isn't exactly a poor people friendly type of village, and I don't really. I see a few young people here and there, but I don't see any bums. It's a fairly clean city. Yeah, it's somewhat quiet, but not too much. There is a fair amount of activity going on. You know what I first noticed when I got here was I felt dizzy, and usually I blame my dizziness on the environment. Sometimes I can figure out that it's coming from me, like when I drove from Rice Lake, Wisconsin, all the way over to Washington State on the west side. About South Dakota, I was feeling dizzy, and just ate some ginger, and that took care of it. But this isn't that kind of motion sickness dizziness. I think the environment might be a little polluted. Don't care for that. And I'm getting a little closer to Portland, and Portland caused a lot of dizziness issues. So you just have to I'll give it a little more time, give it the benefit of the doubt, but a lot of times it's the environment, and I don't know if it's the chemicals in the air or electricity in the air or what, but it's really annoying. There's a park, there's something, you look on the Google Maps, and there's a place that's called it's designated as a park, but it's like, I walked over there and it's gated off, and it really, on the map, it even looks like a golf course, and it looks like a golf course when I went over to look at it too. So for them to call it a park, It's a misconception. It's not just some free park you can go to and walk around. It's really more of a golf course. But yeah, I don't really have anything else. It's just the prices are expensive here. You're gonna pay a higher price for basic foods. Okay, it's just a small village. You don't like the prices, you know, go back to Fred Meyer type of thing. So that's, you know, that's some. I'll take a little bit of a hit, but from here down south, it doesn't look very good. I mean, north of here, Cannon Beach, the price of milk is $4.50. You know, here, Manzanita, it's almost $4.50. I'm sure down south there's even more small villages. I was looking at one that has only a population. It's only like 15 miles away. It's a population of 5,000, and it's probably going to be expensive for groceries as well. So it's going to be similar to when I was in Washington. Very similar. That's just how it works in smaller towns. That just makes me appreciate Fred Meyer all the more with that cheaper stuff. I could look for food banks, but man, they scare me. But I should look for food banks just to try to offset these costs as best I can. I could try to look for a little work here and there too. I don't know like how I go about doing it. I saw the grocery store is hiring for like a deli clerk or something like that. And there's two grocery stores here competing against each other. I checked them both out. They both have the same price for milk. One is closer to the highway, one is closer to the beach. And they both offer individual, unique stuff. I can't even think of their names because they're not really a part of a franchise or anything. Library has long hours, somewhat long hours, 12 to 8 today. I plan on taking full advantage of that. I could use some internet time. I didn't see any plugins on the outside of the plugins they have on the outside of the library, they put little tiny locks on. So there's no getting extra electricity outside of the library. So that'll be a challenge. Yeah, I don't see how I could stay here very long. There's this little hotel place across a street from this library once again. It's got beautiful bamboo shoots. On the way, you probably can see it on a glimpse as I'm entering the library, but it's you got to get up close, and you see there's some big, tall bamboo that you could. I'd love to cut one down and have a stick, but I don't think they'd like that too well. They've probably been growing them for a while. Well, depending on how long it takes to grow bamboo. I don't think it takes very long. But yeah, it's small town, pretty boring. I can't say much about it. Just concerned about the dizziness I'm experiencing. Never liked that, but yeah, that's just a short tour.